Welcome back to my channel Pharma Discussion with Kaji. Today I am here with a new topic, tips and tricks of GPAT. I have chosen this topic on request of my followers and well wishers. This topic will be helpful for those candidates who want to start their preparation on GPAT. Those followers are not related to this field are also requested to watch the video till the end because they can inspire their friends and relatives towards GPAT. Now, what is GPAT? The full form of GPAT is Graduate Pharmacy Aptitude Test. It is an annual national level entrance examination for the entry into Masters of Pharmacy, that is MPharm program across India. GPAT started its journey from 2010 onwards. Before that, the examination was named as GATE, that is Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering, under the subject Pharmacy. GATE was conducted by different Indian Institute of Technology and Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, in a chronological way. Till 2018, GPAT was conducted by All India Council for Technical Education, that is AICTE, every year, as per the direction of Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India. Currently, this test is conducted by National Testing Agency, that is NTA. Now we are going to the scope of GPAT. What are the utility, what are the advantages, that is what are the importance of GPAT. GPAT helps the candidates to entry into the MPharm course in AICT approved colleges of India with a fellowship of rupees 12,400 per month. Candidates with a valid GPAT score are eligible for NIPER JEE, that is National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research Joint Entrance Examination. In India, there are 7 NIPER institutions. One is in Chandigarh, second one in Hyderabad, third one is in Ahmedabad, fourth one is in Raebareli, fifth one is in Guwahati, sixth one is in Hajipur, and seventh one is in Kolkata. GPAT qualified students are eligible for getting admission for PhD program in many reputed colleges and university. But the candidates must complete their MPharm course. In case of faculty job, the candidates may get extra advantages in comparison to non-GPAT candidates. Now, what are the eligibility for GPAT? The candidates must hold a BPharm degree, that is BPharm pass out students may take the GPAT exam. Candidates appearing in BPharm final year examinations also eligible for GPAT. Next eligibility criteria is candidate must be a citizen of India and there are no age restriction for GPAT. Now, what are the syllabus for GPAT? There are huge syllabus. That is the whole syllabus of 4 years of Bachelor of Pharmacy. Here is the link of GPAT 2020 for details in syllabus. Next is what is the medium and what is the mode of question paper. The medium of question paper is only in English and the mode of examination is totally online computer based test. What are the question pattern? There are 125 questions and all are objective multiple choice question type, and each question carries 4 marks and 4 marks will be credited for each correct answer. There are also negative marks at the rate of 25%. It means 1 mark will be deducted from the total score for each wrong answer. There is limit to one response only. That is, in a question, you can select only one option among 4 options. Next, when GPAT is scheduled and what is the duration of this type of examination? Generally, GPAT is conducted in the last week of January of every year, and there are 3 hours of duration for the test. It means average time for answering one question equals to 1 minute 26.4 seconds. It means there are enough time for thinking, remembering, and revision of the answer. Next is GPAT score and rank. How GPAT score is calculated? GPAT score is calculated by the total correct answer into 4 minus total wrong answer into 1, and the actual marks obtained by the candidate is the score of GPAT. In the scorecard, two abbreviations are there: score with Q or qualified and score with NQ or not qualified. In case of equal marks among the candidates, the following rules are considered in descending order. What are these rules? First one is the marks obtained in pharmaceutics. Second one is the marks obtained in pharmaceutical chemistry, or candidates having less negative response in the paper, or candidates older in age. In the scorecard, there are all India rank also. Next is validity of the score of GPAT. Currently, there are 3 years of validity of the GPAT scorecard from the date of announcement of the result. But sometimes it may vary in time to time. Next is key points. What are the key points to crack GPAT? During my time, that is when I have completed my GATE examination, then I have followed some rules which are expressed here. During preparation of the GPAT, you have to first make a decision How will you take the examination? What is the utility for you? How will you prepare? And then you should confirm that you want to take the GPAT examination. So decision making is very much important. Then three key points are required to crack the GPAT. What are these? First one is practice. Second one is also practice. And third one is also practice. That is practice, practice, and practice in a smart way. You have to get more input and don't think about the output instantly. You should think it as a long-term investment plan. Here I have shown two triangles. Now if C is your target, then from A you can go via B. That is from A to B, then B to C. And this pathway is known as, or very much similar or mimicking to the normal practice. And if you go from A to C directly without via B, then it is called or very much similar or mimicking to the smart practice. So you have to follow the smart practice, not in normal practice. You should focus more on the major subjects like pharmaceutics, pharmacology, pharmacognosy, and pharmaceutical analysis. And you should focus less on the minor subjects. For example, biochemistry, microbiology, pharmaceutical jurisprudence, pharmaceutical chemistry, hospital pharmacy, and many more. In pharmacology, you have to study the name of the drug, its chemical name, IUPAC name, brand name, mechanism of drug action, ADME, that is pharmacokinetics, its use, its side effects, drug interactions, precautions, and many more. In pharmacognosy, you have to study the name of the crude drug, their biological source, chemical constituents, pharmaceutical use, microscopical characters, chemical test, adulterants, and substitutes. And in pharmaceutical analysis, different analytical techniques should be studied. In pharmaceutics, different types of dosage form, their excipients, different hazards, packaging, etc. should be learned. Next is group study is very much important and may be helpful for similar category of students. Next is you should be confident but not overconfident, because overconfident may harm your total process. Another tips during examination. In the examination hall, don't be nervous and don't be hyperactive. You should keep cool and calm and start your answering by elimination rule rather direct answering. For example, here is a question: what is the source of penicillin? And there are four options: Penicillium chrysogenum, Cephalosporium acrimonium, Penicillium glyciofulvum, and Micromonospora purpurea. If you know the direct answer, that is Penicillium chrysogenum, then you should go for elimination rule for the other three options. Here Cephalosporium acrimonium, it is the source of cephalosporin. So this option is eliminated. Penicillium glyciofulvum is the source of glyciofulvin. So this option is rejected. And Micromonospora purpurea is the source of gentamicin. So it is also eliminated. So remaining option, that is Penicillium chrysogenum, is the source of penicillin. And this answer is confirmed for this question. Another two points are there. You need not answer all these questions, because all these questions you may not know properly. So your target will be 50 correct answer. If you correct 50 question, then you will get 50 into 4 equals to 200, which is sufficient for your qualification of GPAT. Here are some textbooks and books for MCQ practice. First one is the Industrial Pharmacy by Lieberman-Lachman. Second one is Dispensing for Pharmaceutical Students by Cooper and Gunn. Third one is the Biopharmaceutics and Pharmacokinetics by Brahminkar. Fourth one is the Pharmaceutical Jurisprudence by N.K. Jain. Fifth one is the Pharmacognosy by C.K. Kokate. Then Essential of Medical Pharmacology by K.D. Tripathi. Then Rang and Dell Pharmacology. Then Pharmaceutical Analysis by Ravi Shankar. Then Elementary Organic Spectroscopy by Y.R. Sharma. And for MCQ practice, GPAT, a companion by Inamdar. If you want to take online mock test, then you can go through the website www.pharmacompete.in and email pharmacyaptitest@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.